small chilies, the spicy chilies. And then I used a spatula and I forgot to dry it off first. So there's literally water on that spatula. So I was like, put it on the hot oil, you know, and then it spread on my face. The thing is dark. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Chotomate kudasai. I baru nak rakam in 15%. Ngarut lah. Oh, lighting. Okay, lighting. First thing, I always start with a pencil blush. It's like something that you stick it up like this. Yeah, it's called a stick blush. Oh yes, stick blush. Pencil blush. What is pencil blush, guys? Stick blush from Silky Girl's Cool Chick. Okay, and I always put it like here, near to my eye. Reason is that later, once I put the concealer, so on, whatever, then I will put the shading blush. Honestly, it's a color shifter Sephora lah. I would just use this. Anyways, kita akan start. Sekarang kita nak cakap pasal apa tu? Kita cakap pasal trauma nak. Oh, best gila. Okay, let's talk about my first time getting bullied. I can still hear you. I campur lah Malay English tau, macam friendly sikit. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my first best friend, which is my first Chicago, like my first, who's like very spiritually like connected together, and it led me to getting bullied. I was a very shy person. All the homeroom teachers, you literally get asked up until when I was like what, darjah 6 punya homeroom teacher pun saya like she would literally say, oh, Ines ni pendiam, Ines ni shy, like she doesn't really go out and hang a lot, like she doesn't talk to a lot of people, blah blah blah. Let's say I had 2 best friends. So these 2 best friends are like my Chicago. One, I'm going to call her Atika, and the other I'm going to call her apa yang senang? Ellie. So Atika and Ellie is like my best friend masa I darjah 2, and like I always macam bila nak makan dengan diorang, I always makan dengan diorang. It's like I don't have any other friends. Masa tu I'm like a loser tau. Like people don't really like me. It starts from there. People don't really like me. Sampai Form 1, people don't really like me. My circle tak suka I. That's why I had Atika dengan Ellie. So Atika dengan Ellie ni, we were like the trio. Macam kalau mana-mana je, it's always us. Like kalau mana-mana je, it's always us. Kita pergi tandas pun sama-sama, ni pun sama-sama, pergi kelas seni pun sama-sama. Lepas tu, satu kali tu, Ellie dengan Atika diorang bergaduh. Tapi diorang tak ada masalah dengan I tak tercampur, malah I tak tahu apa jadi. So I was like, what's going on? Like, like why are they fighting? Atika was like, Inas, apa tu, you jangan kawan dengan Ellie tau. She told me that, you jangan kawan dengan Ellie. I tak ada masalah dengan dua-dua tu. I macam, kenapa kan? Lepas tu dia adalah cerita, dia tak ingat lah. Masa tu, come on, I was like darjah 2, I tak ingat lah apa yang dia cerita kan. But I was like, I was young, I was innocent, so I still tak faham the situation. So I cakap dengan Atika, I cakap, oh, I fake friend je tu. I tak kawan betul-betul pun. I cakap fake friend je tu. Setelah tu, at first Atika was like, oh, okay. Macam tu lah kan. And then, bila kawan-kawan dengan Ellie tu, tiba-tiba Ellie pun cakap dengan I macam, you kawan dengan Atika, janganlah kawan dia. Macam dua-dua sama situasi, like, these 2 people, they had the same motivation. It was like, Inas, don't talk to her. Oh, I just fake friend you. I literally, this is Atika, and I was like, Atika was like, Inas, don't friend with her. And I was like, oh, I just fake friend you. And then was Ellie like, Inas, don't friend with her. I'm like, oh, I just fake friend with Atika je. Like these 2, padahal I sebenarnya kan, dua-dua I sebenarnya nak kawan. Because like, back then I was a loser. Masa tu, I had no option tau. Of course I have to lie. But sebenarnya, I really love these 2 people. So I cannot just simply like, okay, I don't want to be friends with Ellie. Okay, I don't want to be friends with Atika. Like, no, I need both of them. At first it was fine. At first it was like, okay, macam tak berlaku apa-apa, okay kan. Lepas tu, one fine day, Atika called me. Masa tu macam habis sekolah. Atika called me, and then She was like, Inas, boleh tak teman I pergi tandas? And I was like, oh sure, of course. Kita makan. And then we went to the toilet, except that we went to the teacher's restroom. And I was like confused because I remember specifically that you cannot go to the teacher's restroom. You are forbidden to go there, right? And I was like, Atika, kita dah di sini lah. Macam ikut je, cerita kan. Saya nak tanda solawat. Apalah, I tak ingat apa yang dia cakap. I was 8, okay, I can't remember everything. So we both went in. At first, sudah apa tu? Okay, biasalah suruh teman masuk. Tiba-tiba she invited this one friend yang I tak kenal. Let's call her Dania. Okay, Dania. Not my Dania. Dania lain. Let's call her Dania. She invited Dania. Atika invited Dania into the restroom. And I tak dapat sangat dengan si Dania ni. I macam, oh hi Dania. I'm like, who are you? Itulah. I tahu lah who is she, but like I tak dapat. I don't know her much. Tahu tak? And we're not even in the same class. Me and Dania are not in the same class. Lepas tu kan, she macam ada cakap macam, Inas, I told you tak boleh berkawan dengan Ellie. Kenapa you cakap juga dengan dia? And I was like, oh, I cakap dengan dia, I fake friend dia. I tak tahu dia. Okay, I fake friend je. Okay, the same thing yang saya cakap. But this time, dia memang tak terpedaya pun. Dia memang kata like, kalau you jangan cakap dengan dia langsung. Jangan fake friend dia, jangan apa-apa. Cerita pun like that lah. And I macam, I tak ingat apa yang dia cakap. But the next thing I know, suddenly she started compare her shoes, school shoes, with Dania's shoes, with my shoes. Masa tu, kita tak boleh pakai kasut sekolah hitam, warna hitam. Kita pakai kasut sekolah warna putih. And I was wearing strap shoes. They were wearing something macam kasut sarung macam tu. And then tiba-tiba dia, Atika macam tengok tu, Inas, dia pakai kasut jenis lain, kita pakai kasut jenis lain. Me and Dania sama tau pakai kasut macam tu. I ingat tak? I ingat. Suddenly kan, Dania dengan Atika macam, buruk lah kasut you, Inas. And they lock the doors. The three of us inside the restroom, they lock the doors. Macam, buruk lah kasut awak ni, Inas. And then they started to step on my shoe. And I was a kid tau. I dah lah tak ada kawan. So, I macam confused gila lah. Bila diorang buat macam tu, I macam confused gila. Macam kenapa? Macam tu bukan kita kawan ke? Let's both go on, girl. Lepas tu, they started laughing. And the next thing I know is that diorang basahkan baju I. Obviously sebab restroom kan ada hose kan, diorang basahkan baju I. And I was wearing baju kurung. I free hair lepas tu. And then, blue. Next thing I know, I got locked inside the restroom. So, and they were laughing. I remember them giggling lah. Okay, they were laughing lah. They were giggling lah. Next thing I know, they closed the light. I got locked in there. Sebenarnya masalahnya tandas sebelah bilik guru je, tapi for some reason I jerit. Macam tak siapa tengok. Macam tak lah, macam tu lah, macam ni They lock the doors. They even close the light tau. And I was like banging like that, but nobody listened tau. I tak ingat lah. I tak ingat apa tu sampai bila I got locked in. And yang ingat insiden kasut tu, and they locked me in. I was literally shouting whatever lah, pergi toilet lah. Tapi tak siapa dengar I. I tak ingat like the masa, like how many minutes they locked me in there. But I ingat masa tu I rasa macam lama gila. Lepas tu tiba-tiba diorang masuk. Suddenly they apologize. They like, Ina, sorry tau. Like aku macam, like bukan tadi you just gelak-gelak and then suddenly masuk. I was like confused. I was like, Ina, sorry tau, Ina. No. I'm such a bad friend. I'm doing this to you. And she said she wanted to be friends with me again. And she said that she had no intentions of hurting me after hurting me. I was a very young, stupid, innocent kid. Like I said, I don't have friends, so I don't really know how the social interaction. I was like, oh, okay, I faham. Tak apa, kita tak sengaja kot. I tak adalah cakap macam tu kan. But she cakap something like, I like say it the other way lah. And then suddenly Atika was like, Ines, can I play with your hair? The minute I knew it, next was that I lay my hair down onto the sink and they wash my hair with hand soap. They even try. And they feel like, these things are really good for you. I tried it once. They have a conversation with me lah while they're trying to wash my hair with freaking hand soap, bro. Alah, sabun sekolah, sabun tangan. Dah lah, stupid like that. But I said, oh okay, boleh je. You can just wash my hair with the school hand soap. That's totally fine. Yeah. Then, tiba-tiba, tak ingat. Dia ikat my rambut. Masa tu rambut tu macam betul-betul basah. Lepas tu dia betul-betul like dripping all over my outfit lah. And then they just look at me pun kan. They was just like, okay, saya tak ingat. Okay, jangan tambah cerita. I don't remember how they look at me. After washing my hair je, I was dripping with water. All from my hair. Drip all over to my baju kurung. Oh my god, gelipak. Once again, they locked me in. Yes, I needed it. And they locked me in. They closed it and they closed the light. Dan masa tu aku buat lagi sekali lah. Nangis lagi sekali. Ni lagi sekali. Lepas tu tiba-tiba, I macam terdiam je. Sebab I macam dah penat menangis. Faham tak? Macam dah diam. Dah macam macam tu kan. Lepas tu, buka pintu tu balik. Alhamdulillah, tak terkunci dah. Alhamdulillah. Tapi bila I keluar tu, Joanna tak ada dah kat situ. Dekat situ. Dengan kasut kotor lepas dipijaknya, dengan baju dibasah, and then my hair dripped with water with the hand soap. Oh my god. And then so, I was keluar tu, I nangis. Sebab I got bullied. Masa tu pun kan, bila I tengok bilik guru pun dah macam tak ada orang macam tu. So I pun keluar lah kan. I tak terfikir nak report dekat guru siapa. I tak terfikir. But I just like, I tahu situasi ni buat I nangis, buat I sedih. So I'm crying. There's like a long hallway here. Here is the classrooms, other classrooms, sorry. And next to those classrooms are like the bilik seni. And this is the hallway, and I was like walking masa tu sambil menangis. Whoa, K-drama. I was crying with that hair, with that shoes. And then tengok-tengok, I kena marah dengan auntie van sebab I lambat. Sebab I balik dengan auntie van. After all that incident, I kena marah. Inas, kenapa lambat? But I just keep quiet, I just nangis. Kenapa nangis? I just diam je. Sebab I just don't know what to say. I was like, I just don't know because like, what do you think? Like, these are my best friends. Atika was my best friend. Danya, I don't know who she is. And she bullied me. All that betrayal, I was there like halfway confused. At the end of the scene, I was like, oh, I got bullied. With my only best friend at that time. Who are the only people yang I relied at that moment. If you ever gone through like bullying situation, honestly, lagi-lagi when you're like a kid, honestly, as a person who's been there, still confused with the situation, still now confused, I felt so bad. Especially, like I said, when you're a kid, like things like that, should not happen to you. Because if that happened to you when you were a kid, your mind is still developing. Even with the relationship between your mother, also still developing. You know, like your social interaction, everything is cultivated through your environment. It really matters, you know, happens a lot. So if your situation macam kebanyakannya kena bully, tell you what, it makes sense lah why orang yang kena bully tu memang banyak rasa anxious in their relationship. Macam I anxious in my relationship. I was like, macam tu, I was like, macam bila when the relationship was like getting a little too good, I'm like, oh, am I faking myself? Or are they faking themselves? So I feel very, very bad for those who experience like as I did. But as for people who don't, please watch out. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. And wait, this makeup looks so cute. I especially love accessories. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye. That's it for my video.